How you doing? This is Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. Welcome to Tool Time Tuesday. Today I want to talk about putting together some work tools, tool cart. If you have new installers at your shop that don't have their own tools yet, because we use a lot of Snap-on tools here at the shop, but it's really expensive and it's hard for a new technician just starting out to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on tools. So I decided to put a video together on the basic necessities you need to work on cars and Harley Davidson motorcycles. It's just a good mixture of a starting set of tools that'll get you everything you need for way under $1,000. I think the package we put together is like 600 bucks, and it literally has everything you need to be able to start working on cars and bikes. If you're a Harley Davidson owner and you want to work on your own bike, this works for you too. So $600 investment, you can literally work on just about any part of your bike electronic wise. So removing the fairing, removing the radio. Anybody that works on Harleys knows that you definitely need a 3/16 Allen key. This is what you use to pull the factory radio out, those super tight headlight bolts on the newer road glides. This is what you need. If you got to remove the fairing, T25. And if you're doing sound digital amplifiers, you know you need a 2.5 millimeter for those stupid little Allen screws to do the speaker and power wires and stuff. So in the kit that I've put together, it's between $600 and $700, including the tool cart. I recommend the plastic tool cart. That way you don't have to worry about scratching the vehicle or scratching the motorcycle, because the cart is plastic. So I like working around vehicles. We always keep them protected, and then having a plastic cart instead of metal cart is an extra level of protection. So I like this screwdriver kit. It's under $30. It has Phillips head, flathead, Torx, Allen, Hex, and assorted bits. This is the Hex Allen Key Tray. It has metric and standard. It goes from 1.5 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and then on the standard side it goes from 3/8 to 1/16. It comes in a nice little stand-up tray so you can clearly and easily see. This is probably my favorite. So the reason I put this video and this package together is I had a new tech working, so I let him use a bunch of tools in my toolbox. At the end of the day, and I looked and I counted up, he had about $6,000 worth of my Snap-on tools laying on the cart, and that did not make me happy, because just between the Snap-on impact gun, a couple of Snap-on ratchets and sockets, it really adds up. Plus he's a new tech that doesn't really know how to use a tool, so it was way more cost effective for me to put together a couple of carts for the new guys at the shop than it was to let them use my tools. This set was so nice that I ordered one for myself. The Snap-on equivalent of this set is probably $900. This set is 45 bucks. It does all your Torx from T60 to T25. It does your Phillips head, flathead. It does your Hex from 1/8 all the way up to 5/16. In Torx, it actually goes down to T10. Then in metric, it goes from 2 millimeter hex up to a 10 millimeter hex. Really nice kit. 45 bucks, you can't beat it, and it comes with this little tray. Wire furls. We use a lot of wire furls here at the shop. So this kit is from Amazon. It's like 25 bucks. What's nice about this kit is the furl crimper goes up to 8 gauge, and it includes 8 gauge furls in the kit, and it goes all the way down to like 26 gauge or something insanely small. Meter. I use fluke meters and I have a Snap-on meter, but for entry-level techs, it's a really solid meter. We tried the cheap one that they had, like $5. That one doesn't hold up. This one holds up pretty good. This meter's $23. It does everything you need it to do. It's pretty sturdy. The screen flips up and down. We've had 3 or 4 of these in the shop, and none of them are broken so far. So this holds up pretty good. It's good value at $23. Plier set. The set of pliers comes with like 5 pliers. It's like $18. Milwaukee M12. $149 kit comes with the drill and the impact driver. I like it because it's low power. It's going to keep them from destroying stuff. It's good for doing radios and dashes or drilling through thin sheet metal. Good starter set. And I also recommend a Milwaukee soldering iron, so that's why I recommend the M12 tools. That way the batteries are interchangeable between the soldering iron, the drill, and the impact gun. Then we're using the impact gun. I like this set from Bauer. It's $10 or $11. So it comes 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch, which you can add to the sockets in this set, or you can add to the sockets in this set. I recommended 2 socket sets. This is the bigger set for moving seats and stuff like that. And then you can use these adapters to put the sockets on the gun. Then there's also a smaller 1/4 inch set that I recommend that's metric for working inside the motorcycle fairing or inside the dashboard of the car for removing radios and stuff. So I recommend the metric set because most of the stuff you do in cars is going to be metric. So the infamous 10mm that everybody uses and loses comes in that set. Then it goes up to like a 14 or something like that. So for working inside the car, that's the set that I like to use. It's about this big. For working, removing seats, working in the trunk, or working on the hood, I like the larger set. Of course, there's your basic wire strippers and crippers. I think I included 3 different ones: an automatic stripper, a manual stripper, and then the smaller manual stripper. Some metal panel tools. These are all from Harbor Freight. Some plastic panel tools. I think this set was like $7. This set was like $20. Step bits for drilling. Cheap $20 drill bit set from Harbor Freight. Then this magnetic holder is $10. Then the smaller hex adapters fits in the holder. Holds all your Phillips head tips. Everything nicely organized. The holder's like $10. These adapters are like $5. This step drill bit set I know for a fact was under $20. Am I missing anything? So hex keys. I personally hate using these things, but the techs like using them. I prefer using this. And your basic pick set. These are like $2 or $3, but we use them all the time for removing connectors and stuff, stubborn. So it's an investment. If you're gonna be working on your own bike in the garage, anything you take off the bike you can actually put on the bottom of the cart. So here on the bottom of the cart we have the fender cover that we use on all the Harleys that we work on. So we do the plastic tape to protect the paint, then we slide the fender cover over in case anything falls, doesn't damage the paint of the fender. So as you pull stuff apart, you can put it in the bottom of the cart to keep from getting lost. Everything that we remove from a bike, we actually bag. We use Ziploc bags, put the bolts in the bag, and label them, put it in the bottom of the cart. And here's some bags here. So as you take it apart, you label it, put it in the bag, drop it in the bottom of the cart. That way, when you're ready to put it back together, you go in the bottom of the cart. And it's just simple. So if you have new techs in the shop, it's worth the investment. The tools belong to you, they don't belong to the tech. So if you fire the tech, they're here for the next tech to use. We have more than one cart, so Leo came up with a good system. So we have carts 1 and 2. So all the T-handles that belong to cart 1 are labeled 1. All the ones that belong to cart 2 are labeled 2. So everything's labeled. If you can see, let me disconnect so you can see that. It's the meter from cart 1. Screwdrivers from cart 1. So it's trains your techs to stay organized. At the end of the day and the beginning of the day, I want all the carts reset, so I want all the tools back in the cart. So I let them use the tools for free, so the least they could do is take care of my tools, not lose them, and keep the carts organized. So at the beginning of every day, we reset the cart, make sure everything goes back. At the end of the day, we try and reset the cart, make sure that everything goes back. So even if you're working on your own Harley at home, it's a good way to stay organized. And literally, electronic-wise, this cart has everything you need to do your own amp install, radio install, remove the fairing, remove the gas tank, remove the seat. You won't be doing brake, suspension work, stuff like that, but you will be able to do exhaust, basic stuff like that. These are all the basic lightweight hand tools that you would need. And if you're a shop owner, you can do remote start installs, radio installs, with all the stuff. So you're talking $600. The installer has everything he needs to be able to start doing work and making money at the shop. So hope this helps. Thank you. Have a good night.